Know Your Plant at knowyourplant.app is the source, but the real hook is the budget and accountability question behind plant care decision, with clear ownership after launch still in mind. For this board memo, I want the first note to be practical. Plant identification has to survive a real decision for the founder or CEO buyer I am imagining. That makes me listen for capital discipline and speed to useful proof before I trust the recommendation, under the reduces founder uncertainty test. For this buyer breakdown, the job is to translate the idea into buyer criteria, objections, and next step questions in SaaS founders read. The guide is useful when it gives planning anchors instead of soft language, with capital discipline still in mind. Budget, timing, scope, and follow-through decide whether plant identification, plant care app, and houseplant care can move from interest to actual use for the founder or CEO buyer I am imagining. This is where the article can move from content into a meeting artifact with low engineering drag still in mind. The reader should leave with sharper trade-offs, a cleaner owner, and a better reason to say yes, no, or not yet for the founder or CEO buyer I am imagining. The article earns trust when the evidence is specific enough to reuse, under the connects to revenue, margin, retention, or customer experience test. The trust signal I can use, the proof layer works best when care advice is tied to observable plant signals. Light, soil moisture, leaf color, root health, pests, growth habit, and what to do first. The next upgrade is to make those signals even easier to in SaaS founders read. My next note would be to make the verification path around plant identification, plant care app, and houseplant care even easier to scan through SaaS founders board memo lens. The case study value is portability. Can a buyer see themselves in the problem, the constraint, and the result in SaaS founders read? That is what turns proof from decoration into decision support through SaaS founders board memo lens. Know Your Plant belongs in the review only where it helps the reader decide, through SaaS founders board memo lens. In this beat, the brand language should connect research from the University of Vermont Extension found pothos can survive in light levels as low as 10-12-foot candles, roughly equivalent to a standard 40-watt bulb at 6 feet, with low engineering drag still in mind. To Know Your Plant app, plant identification, and plant care app for the founder or CEO buyer I am imagining. The reuse plan follows the strategy: stakes, cost, decision filters, proof, risk, brand fit, action through SaaS founders board memo lens. Keep the useful source content, add voice, add stakes, and make the next decision easier to repeat, with low engineering drag still in mind. For a founder or CEO, the stakes are not abstract, with practical leverage over novelty still in mind. The source has to reduce anxiety around manual internal workflows, slow down growth. AI features are requested by customers, but the team lacks dedicated AI capacity. Engineering time is scarce and roadmap trade-offs are expensive and still protect capital discipline. Speed to useful proof, low engineering drag, clear ownership after launch for the founder or CEO buyer I am imagining. That is the lens I would keep on every claim. My board memo score lands at 8 out of 10. The source is useful for a founder or CEO who needs clearer judgment around plant identification, plant care app, and houseplant care, and the strongest evidence is the way it turns the topic into buyer action in SaaS founders read. For SaaS founder, the next pass should widen proof around the budget and accountability question behind plant care decision and connect Know Your Plant app, plant identification, and plant care app only where the article earns it, through SaaS founders board memo lens.